And we begin with the horrific knife attack in Will County, leaving a 6-year-old dead.
Police are now calling it a hate crime, and it's being condemned by the White House. Fox 32's Nate Rogers is live in Plainfield tonight. Nate?
Yeah, that's right, Dane and Nellie. Truly a tough story to report on tonight. Relatives tell us that the mother and son have only lived in this home for about 2 years or so. No issues at all with the landlord whatsoever, they tell us, the landlord being the suspect in this case. We're told by relatives and neighbors that the landlord would even buy the kid toys from time to time. A warning to our viewers, the details ahead are indeed disturbing.
He knocked on the door and that he attempted to choke her and said, "You Muslims must die."
71-year-old Joseph Shuba now facing first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and 2 counts of hate crime charges.
She texted this information to the father.
Police say Shuba stabbed a 32-year-old Palestinian mother more than a dozen times. She ran into a bathroom to call for help, came out and found her 6-year-old son, Wadea Alfayume, wounded beyond belief.
This young boy was stabbed 26 times. The 12-inch knife was still in his body when he was taken for an autopsy.
The heinous attack happened at this home along Lincoln Highway in unincorporated Plainfield Saturday morning. Neighbors described Shuba as patriotic but also a junk collector. They let us borrow this ladder so we can see overhead into the yard so we wouldn't trespass into the property. You see what appears to be several marijuana plants. They say he was an avid weed smoker. Also, the tree house that police say the suspect built for the victim. No warning signs. You've never had any bad interactions with your neighbor?
No, with Joe, no.
Shuba's neighbor didn't want her face shown, but described him as friendly, one who'd help out with projects around the house. The neighbor unfortunately witnessed police carrying the bloodied 6-year-old outside.
It's really hard to watch this because the police tried to rescue the boy, they rushed so much.
At a press conference today, Muslim leaders stood with the grieving father. Wadea's birthday had just passed. He loved soccer and basketball. The father saying in Arabic, gratitude to God in any situation.
This was directly connected to the dehumanizing of Palestinians that has been allowed over the last week.
Now, Muslim leaders tonight calling for a ceasefire, also fairness and balance. We're told the mother remains in serious condition in the hospital. Also, there is a prayer service and burial scheduled for the 6-year-old taking place on tomorrow. In Will County, I'm Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Thank you, Nate. In a statement tonight, President Biden says he was shocked and sickened by the murder, adding, "This horrific act of hate has no place in America and stands against our fundamental values."
Governor J.B. Pritzker releasing a statement today saying, in part, to take a 6-year-old child's life in the name of bigotry is nothing short of evil. He went on to say every single Illinoisan, including our Muslim, Jewish, and Palestinian neighbors, deserves to live free from the threat of such evil.
And the Anti-Defamation League saying, "We're disgusted and horrified that a boy was murdered and his mother severely injured, allegedly because they're Muslim. We express our condolences to the Muslim community and categorically reject all anti-Muslim hate."